Is everything all right, man? Are you okay? Hold on, Lindsay.
It's all right, Michael.
We don't know what the story is.
This is a church, and she's hurt.
Well, I'd like to hear more about this, Father, and I'm sure we could work something out, but I gotta be in court in less than an hour.
Understood. Oh, and by the way, this is a matter concerning Frank Gallback.
The news anchor.
Thanks for a great week, New York. Until Monday, I'm Frank Gallback.
And I'm Beth Johnson, TGIF, and this is News Talk 30.
I don't know what to say.
I've heard of this sort of thing. An immigrant comes into a new country, stays with a family, and once they see their host has money, they trump up injuries.
Is that what this is? A workman's comp scam?
I don't think so. Of course it is. Looking to cash in on all of our hard work.
Angela.
And we're not letting her get away with this. Are we?
I'm looking for a guy who knows how to clean up a mess.
Yeah, I know a guy.
How do I find you?
No, you don't find me. I find you.
I love you, Frank.
I know.
I'm sorry about all of this.
Angela,
I know I'm not an easy person.
I think
And they can be difficult and even cruel. But I didn't do this to hurt you.
The question is, who is most dramatically affected? And will they come forward?
We've got a crew at the airport now. They're with the protesters. But what we need are interviews of the people facing the situation directly.
Yes, real people living in this moment.
Lives in the balance, people. That's where the blood is in this story.
I could see if we could get a more international feel.
Yeah, but we need an angle. We can't be one-sided in this. Is there somewhere that demonstrates this fear? Is it justified?
You mean find someone in favor of it? Frank, it's immoral and unconstitutional.
I don't mean in favor. I mean someone who demonstrates this cause for concern.
Yeah, but I don't think that that's the...
I got it. What about France?
Great idea, Frank. But it's my interview.
Fine.
Hello, Frank.
What?
Come over here. Take the load off.
Do I know you?
We spoke the other night.
I think you got the wrong guy, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have a very special type of problem.
How'd you find me?
I told you I would.
So what happens now?
Now we wait.
For how long?
It's hard to say. We deliver a demand letter, their next move is to counter.
How does she even have a leg to stand on?
She didn't commit a crime.
What does that have to do with it?
Excuse me. May we have a moment?
Yeah, but Mr. Gallback asked me to take...
It's fine.
I'm under contract with
We pretend she isn't here.
Yeah.
New York law, as well as federal law, protects the rights of the victim.
But she isn't a citizen.
Angela will come after me.
She can try.
You don't understand. I know that she will.
You don't have to worry about her anymore.
There's nothing they can do legally, right?
How do you mean?
I mean, they can't come after Gabriella because her legal status is in question, right?
No. The United States, as well as New York, treats every victim of a crime as a citizen. So the court has to protect their identity, even from immigration.
That's so good. Sorry.
Now, if she had committed a crime and was arrested, she could face charges. as well as possible deportation by ICE.
What is ICE?
Immigration Customs Enforcement.
Did you just come up with that acronym?
No. No, that's something they came up with on their own.
There may be another way.
To have her deported.
No, to discredit her testimony.
But what good is that for if we can't go to court?
I've actually been going over these, and I think we may want to let them challenge us in court.
No, we can't. Frank can...
Kate, you've got a copy of Frank's itinerary for the last few months?
Yeah, I have both last minute and scheduled corrections.
How often do you work with him?
On average, I say about 10 hours a day.
I'm gonna need a copy of that.
What is this? We're not going to court.
I understand. But here's my concern. Say we return a counteroffer, which they accept, and we settle out of court. We'll fight to keep the case sealed, of course. But there's still the public perception. People may start to think the Gallbecks are willing to pay to keep things quiet. We've got to squash this now to protect your legacy.
But Frank's job.
The evidence they have against him is entirely circumstantial. I can check the dates with Kate.
And what's their lawyer's name?
Ted Brunsky. He's a paper man. I would decimate him in court.
No.
Excuse me?
I don't want to go to court.
But we've got them beat.
I said no!
Come on, Frank, let's talk.
Out here? You open?
It's New York. People mind their own business. Come on, sit down.
I'm uncomfortable speaking in public.
So don't speak, just listen. I need a few things before we get started. First, I need a 10% deposit. And then I need you to purchase a $20 disposable phone and text the number to me here.
How will I know what to do from there?
You'll receive instructions on how to purchase an anonymous VPN with Bitcoins. That way you can operate it from your own computer. You following me so far?
All right.
Once you do all that, you'll send me the information about your mess. You got it?
I don't know.
Father, would you speak to Michael for me, please?
Of course. Is there something wrong?
No. I don't know. He's just... I just know he wouldn't tell me something were really bothering him.
Anyway.
Do you need a break?
No, I just need a break.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just need a minute, please.
Okay, of course.
I can't tell her what I think.
She wants to know.
I know. It's just that I feel bad saying it out loud, even to you.
I'm here to listen.
She's got such a big heart, you know, but to let a stranger like that into our home...
And that bothers you?
Not bothers, but...
You prefer a more private life.
Is that selfish?
In these times when people are in trouble, we have to give a little more of ourselves. I know it's hard, but it's important.
I understand.
And this sacrifice, I know it's hard, I know it, but that's what makes it such a powerful thing. To protect someone who can't protect himself, that's a righteous act.
I understand.
And you're not alone, Michael.
You don't know what?
I don't know if I can go through with this.
Oh, I see. Well, Frank, you better decide now. Because once the train pulls out of the station, there's no stopping it.
Just worked so hard to get here.
Right. You know, I watched you the other night on television. You're a news anchor.
That's what I wanted to be my whole life.
Effects of the presidential executive order have been felt around the globe. In France, Céline Minot is here to tell us more.
So the French people have a very mixed view regarding the topic of immigration. Please do remember that we recently have had several attacks by the extremists, so the tension in our country is very high. Also, the government has been criticized by welcoming too many refugees, so the upcoming election have people paying a very close attention as to the direction of our country.
I understand. And of course, our hearts go out to all the victims of the recent tragedies there, as well as those throughout the world who have suffered at the hands of extremists. But can you tell us more about how the ban has affected your country specifically?
Well, some of the French people are very concerned that we could be next in the ban because it has been said by your president that both the French and the German nation have been compromised by welcoming way too many refugees.
Get ready to move on. We have another speaker coming up.
As a result, at the moment, there have been massive halts in the flight to the US. Also, the business sector is expecting major fallout due to the recent stall in international trade.
I've got Anne Rathwell, the British correspondent, ready to go live.
Frank, we are coming to you next.
Thank you, Céline. We will continue to check in with you on the upcoming election.
Hello. Are you Mr. Brunsky?
Yes. May I help you?
Yes, I think so. May I come in?
Of course.
You work hard for something, you want to protect it, right?
I understand.
Sometimes you have to make hard choices. Not a lot of people have the guts to make hard choices.
I understand.
So what do you want to do?
I want you to kill my wife.
Camera 1, we are coming to you at the end of this next line.
Thank you, Beth.
And go. Frank, you're on.
Frank.
Sorry, folks. Slight technical error there. Anne Rathwell will be joining us next, as yet another nation weighs in on the ideology of a ban based on religion. Citizens came out in droves this week in protest.